Hello my friends, today's video we're gonna talk about what things do we find in a Mexican home. Sometimes you get some visitors, they call you, hey, we're on our way, and you have no food, you haven't made any food. So it's always good to have this kind of tortillas ready to heat. Basically it tastes almost it tastes almost like the original, and it's already, see, it's like if you made it original, and basically you just heat them and they expand just like a regular tortilla. And so it's quick, you know, they can tell you we're gonna be there in 15 minutes. Well, guess what, we're gonna have some homemade tortillas and hide the package. And they say, oh, you got homemade tortillas. They say, well, yeah, you know. So that's the first thing that we have. Another thing that you will find at Mexican homes, quick sopas. This is Fidel, say Fidel, and you can find them very cheap, and you can make this for a good family size. Basically just put it on the skillet, put some oil in it, cook it until it kind of turns brown, add some potatoes, and then put your condiments, a little bit of water, and now you have a quick food with some tortillas. And so that's the second thing that most Mexican homes have. Most Mexican homes also have coffee, right away, café de olla, you know. I'll put the description there. And then most Mexican homes have chocolate Abuelita. It comes on we drank ours already, and so we need to go get some more chocolate Abuelita. You can make some very, very tasty chocolate. And then we have, all of us must have some assortment of Mexican cookies, cookies that we grew up. These ones are very, very popular. Galletas de nieve, that's what we used to call them, with cafe. Woo-hoo! So, but we do have an assortment, and it's good to have, because when somebody visits you, hey, just put that chocolate there or coffee, and then, you know, just come into the living room and bring them some cookies, and then just start talking while your tortillas are being cooked. One very popular condiment that we put in almost all my meals, and you can see, you've seen all my videos where we cook all types of food, we make all types of salsa, and I always use this baby, caldo con sabor de pollo. So it has this one, but it also has a tomato, and the tomato one, or this one, we use it in our on our sopas for the condiment. Sometimes you put a couple of spoons of this, you have the best soup in the world. And this is the other kind. The same thing is caldo de tomate, tomato with chicken flavor. So that's very, very common in Mexican households. If you really want to make some homemade tortillas, the corn tortillas, they're very easy to make. I have a video, look it up, how to make corn homemade tortillas. And I usually use this one. This is maseca. I grew up with this maseca. It's just that the mix already is that corn. Well, I don't know if you can see it. Yes, is that right there? It's corn, very fine powder. You put it in the pan, you add some warm water, mix it, and you can have the skillet ready. Start pressing it, put it in there, and you have your homemade tortillas right away. It takes less than, in 20 minutes, the people could be eating already. Most Mexican families pride themselves on having homemade beans. But since we always eat them, just like our chocolate abuelita, it's never a bad idea to have just a can. This can of Bush's beans, it tastes almost like the original homemade beans, you know. And sometimes we make some eggs in the morning, and we bring out our fake tortillas that we buy from the store and our fake beans, which are not fake. And then you bring some coffee and then little galletitas here, cookies. And they say, wow, you guys homemade cooking and it's great. But basically, right here, our friends. Sometimes we have snacks for the guys. You know, they may be drinking a beer. So we go buy some potato chips. But in a Mexican home, we go a little bit extra overboard. It's not just the chips as they come in the bag. No, we gotta have one of these. And this thing, El Torito, salsa roja. We put this thing on everything, on fruit, on corn, on potato chips. But if you don't like that brand, La Botanera, right there, La Botanera. Very popular, very, very popular in Spanish homes. But I guess the most famous one for Mexican families. So next time you go shopping and you want to treat your Mexican friends, make sure you have Valentina. This is it. This is the baby. This is it. And same thing for your potato chips. You can put it on your beans. You put it on your eggs. You can put it on your potato chips. Oh, I said that, potato chips. On your peanuts, if your peanuts, Valentina. So that's what we do. I will give you an example. Right here. Oh, now these are homemade tamales. And, okay, I'm gonna take this one and put it in this plate. And I'll show you what I mean. And I would like to take this time to thank my friend Jamie for these homemade tamales. Well, Jamie's mom. If you're watching this video, thank you very much for these homemade tamales. During this pandemic, oh boy. And this is exactly what I mean. I'm gonna put some of these baby, like so. Like that. See you. And sometimes for the kids, you know, maybe they come out from school and you just want to make some nachos. Hey, we buy the little can of jalapenos, the slices. We buy some potato chips and our nacho cheese. Just warm this baby up. The whole can. You add 1 can of milk. Add it there, mix it while it's warming up. It'll thin it up. Put your chips. Put your queso, your cheese on top, and throw a whole bunch of jalapenos. You have some kids very happy. Another thing is we pride ourselves in always having our homemade salsa. The light is not giving me. It was being kind of dark. But sometimes we don't have salsa. So today I'm going to show you. It's always good to have some salsa like this. Also, if you have visitors, hide it. Put it in a container on a plate and then bring it up, and then, you know, they're gonna think, oh man, they have homemade salsa. Now, my videos that I do, it is homemade because you guys have seen me doing it, but I also cheat with these things. Another very, very popular one that I'm gonna show you, and this is one of my favorite, and I'll tell you how I make my salsa, and I think I have a video there of how I make my quick salsa. Herdes salsa casera, and it's the hot, caliente, caliente. It's not really hot. Now, how do I make this to taste almost like the original? Well, I put the skillet, put a little bit of oil, cut an onion in half, and chop it into small pieces. Cook that onion there, you know, and make sure they don't see you popping up this and putting it up. Throw the can away in the trash can, mix that, and then once they come into the kitchen and just pretend you're doing your salsa and say, wow, these guys are good, very good hosts. But that's my favorite salsa. Like I said, in my Huevos Rancheros video, this is what I use. I make the original one, but I always use this. Like if we go camping, just take an onion, take a couple of cans of this, some eggs, and you have Huevos Rancheros. Sometimes we make our drinks, we call them rusas. I'll be making a video of the rusas, which is made with soda, pineapple juice, and we use this thing, you know, once our drink is, I'll show you guys on the video how to make a rusa, and then you put this right in your drink, and they'll be like, wow. And then you bite this, take your drink, and people will love it. They say, ooh, those people have original food, but it's not. And last but not least, every Mexican household has to have Tajin. Have you seen this? I mean, you have this baby. We can do, let me see. You cut an orange in half. Tajin. You buy a pineapple, make those pieces. Tajin that baby up and down. Oh my goodness. What else? Watermelon. You cut your watermelon, have it on a plate, and you have your guests. Give them the watermelon, and by all means, put one of these babies right there on the side. They will put it on the watermelon, and they will love you for it. Tajin, clásico seasoning. And you know, there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I can tell you. I would have to make a second video, or maybe a second and a third video on how to be an authentic Mexican without being authentic. So this video, I hope you guys like it, enjoy it, give it a like, subscribe, share it with others, and please go look at all my cooking videos. That is authentic food that I've done there. I have Huevos Rancheros, I have Migas plate. Recently, the most recent one is Migas. Well, no, I have Migas plate. Chilaquiles is the most recent video, how to make it. And in that video of chilaquiles, I teach you how to make two salsas. The regular tomatillo salsa and the green salsa, the stuff you get at the restaurants. And then you wonder, how do they make this? Well, go and check it on my video. Orale Homes. Oh, and watch my Orale video. All right? Hasta la próxima. Sorry, I forgot the most important thing. Oh yeah, baby. And it's the little one, so you don't have to feel bad about it. It's little. Okay, but it's a little. Okay?